was given this assignment to talk about life after death. I think I was chosen for this because I've had three of the most important people close to me that have passed away. The first one was 19 years ago in May 3rd, 2000. My fiance. We was having some issues. We decided to separate. And one day he came to my work wanting to kill me. But for some reason, he was unable to do it. And a couple of days later, he went to our apartment, called me from at my job, and got very upset that his pictures were no longer on the wall. He called me to let me hear him kill himself. 19 years later, I'm still affected. It still bothers me. It takes everything that I can some days to get through. His birthday's 2 weeks before mine. And then the fact that he died about a month after our daughter's birthday. But the worst death that I've ever had to deal with was my daughter 6 years ago, January 2013. She came home for the holidays and decided that she had had enough. The hardest thing I had to do was take her down off the door and to beg God and plead with God and to get so mad to just bring her back, just to bring her back to me. But that's not what he did. That's not even close to what happened. When we're walking into the emergency room, they show you the silent room. And there's nothing silent in that room. There's nothing but tears and anger and frustration, aggravation. And after those two deaths, you wonder, how do you keep going? Well, at the time that my daughter died, my husband had been fighting cancer for 3 years. So when she died, I still had things I had to take care of. I still had to take him to his doctor's appointments. I still had to make sure he was okay. But he died 5 months later. My world shattered. In those 5 months, two people, the closest to me, passed away. I didn't have nothing to do. I quit my job. I contemplated life. I contemplated death. And the only reason I did not commit suicide, because I have two other kids that need me, or wanted them to need me. One refused to talk to me for a while. One got on drugs so bad. And I didn't know how to bring them out, didn't know how to speak to them. Our world got turned upside down. Finding a new life and a new normal, it's not easy. As you can see, those deaths still affect me today. But what I do is, some days I have to, they say, take it moment by moment. Some days I literally have to take it second by second. And I'm telling you to feel the emotions that you need to feel. Don't let nobody tell you to get over it or to get it done with, or you should be all right by now. Those things don't mean anything. And that phrase, time heals all wounds, it gets better. It doesn't heal it. But it's been 6 years and now I'm finding my new normal. There's things that we do for my daughters and my husband's birthdays and their anniversaries of their death. We figure out how to celebrate those days, celebrate the times that we had with them. So on the death, on their anniversary death, how many years it's been, We go buy balloons and we throw them in the air and for memories. We remember them at Christmas time. We put their stockings up. We don't want them to be forgotten. And we refuse to let them be forgotten. Keep talking about them. Keep enjoying what you had with them. Hold on to those memories. And when you got those days that you just feel like you don't want to do anything, that you're depressed, that you just want to stay in the bed, guess what? Stay in the bed. But don't stay there. Other people need you. You need other people. You need to focus on that. And I know if it was not for God being my number one focus, it would be a lot harder. And I'm not saying it's not just because we have God that everything's solved. That would be great. But it didn't happen that way. It took me a long time to want to pray to God and talk to God and all that when my daughter died. But I know without him being the part of my life and being rooted in him, it would have been harder. Find somebody that you trust, that has compassion for you, that can't tell you, that's just willing to listen. Maybe not give advice, but just willing to listen. I can do that for you. They will have my Facebook and my email posted at the end. And the whole thing is feel what you feel, find a new normal, but don't get stuck where you was. They're at a better place. They're at a peace. We want to be selfish and have them here, but they're at peace. No matter how they died, they're at peace right now. And I think that should be our focus, is what's best for them, not what's best for us. But I hope to hear from somebody. If I can just touch one life to tell you, after all those deaths that I've gone through, as tragic as they were, I'm still here. I still have a focus and I still have a mission that I plan on doing. I thank you for listening. I thank for Faith on Friday to give me the opportunity to share my story with you and to hopefully just bless somebody, that lets them know that this is not the end. It's just a new beginning. I thank you and have a wonderful day.